over here doing this and watching this award shit. That's work.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Well, for Minnesota, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. Hey, let's talk about Ricky Rubio, the Spanish playmaker. A good example, Kenny, of a guy whose impact goes beyond the stat sheet.
Sí, defensivo es muy bien, pero a little bit underrated as an offensive player as well. I was going to go the whole thing in Spanish, but
thank you for not.
You know, this I am very bilingual, but he, you know.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. The Timberwolves again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters, not nearly quick enough. And then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at the point. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then it's Anthony. And it's Afflalo in at the 2. And the shot is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot on.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Freak. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
It's his first trip to the line. Both shots good from the stripe. Rubio with it. A 23-point game for him in the win against New Orleans.
Yeah, not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends.
The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against New Orleans.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Levine, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Here's Towns after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Here's Wiggins. He used that pick to get in close. Wiggins has got 5 points so far.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Out left to the wing. Outside Anthony. The dish to Freak. Puts it up from 12. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Now, here's Rubio. Defense is right there. Towns, the pass to Wiggins. The shot misses. And New York will come the other way. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
I know. I mean, I'm with you there. It just seemed as though they were sleepwalking their way through that entire game. It was, in my estimation, just inexcusable.
For New York, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That one is no good. Timberwolves trail by 4. Back to Rubio. That's good. Rubio's got his first basket.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Freak kicks to Afflalo. Now here's Freak, covered by Rubio. And that one's good. Freak. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Rubio dishes to Towns. Wiggins drives in. That's good. Wiggins has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Afflalo outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Fades. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Rubio the pass to Towns. Lopez with the steal. The drive by Anthony, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Chris Anderson is checked in for Towns. Gorgui Dieng comes in for Jarrell Arthur. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Pondexter in for Ricky Rubio. Here's Levine following the basket by Freak. And the jam by Levine.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes back on after that move. Wow.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And there's the pass to Dieng. Trying to find Muhammad. Gets it to him. The Knicks pull it in.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Anthony. Misses off the left iron.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Shot's good.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
The Knicks leading by 4. 24 seconds left to play in the first. Passes it to McGee. Now Freak. He's got 8. Pass to Williams. 5 to shoot. And here's Anthony for 3. Anthony missing again. Pass to Pondexter. All sorts of time. Shot is off.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock
Not bad for the first quarter. That's with Carmelo injured. So let's see what happens.
Knicks lead by 4. All right, target center coming off the court now. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Minnesota. Anderson, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Towns comes in for Jarrell Arthur. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Wiggins. And Levine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Towns is out there with Muhammad. Then there's Chris Anderson. Then there's Quincy Pondexter. And it's Levine in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 9. And Muhammad kicks to Levine. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
And they made an effort to get to the line here in the first half, guys, and it's starting to pay off.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And so Levine nails both of them. The Knicks leading by 7. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers made some terrific plays. He finished with 22 points, and he also was creating for others by getting the ball in a position to score it. This game might have acted as a coming-out party for him in the NBA, a truly dominating performance. Let's see, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
Levine, good.
That is an elegant move to drop in the floater there, guys.
New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Count the bucket. 10 points for Freak.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And now Aflalo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's Levine. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New Orleans.
And also defensively, he was really aggressive. I mean, matter of fact, he had 4 steals over the course of that game.
Anthony drives in, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Anthony's got 6.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Here's Levine. Got a piece of it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good, Anthony.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Levine dishes to Towns. It's tipped.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Here's Aflalo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Knicks have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And this year, they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
And so Aaron Aflalo nails both of them. Here's Levine. Can they get it? And a missed layup.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
That'll do it for the first half. Knicks out front, up by 15. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Carmelo, I know that Coach has stressed communication on the basketball court. How has that impacted tonight's performance?
It's working right now. We got to fine-tune some things out there in the game, a couple minor mistakes.
It's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
And what a game for Freak. 10 points and 6 assists.
You know what? He's getting to the line. He's passing. He's really just converting in both those areas. He has been money.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really old school basketball, and you know how that is. Certain parts of the game never go out of style. They're always relevant, and he's excelled in those areas today.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kurt Rambis. Freak, he's in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony, and it's Aflalo in at shooting guard.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
The pass to Porzingis. The feed to Aflalo. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Towns with the steal. Wiggins outside, shoots, and the rebound goes to the Knicks. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Anthony kicks to Freak. He dishes it to Afflalo. Lopez outside. 6 to shoot. Freak passes to Anthony. Had the space there, but it's offline.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Zhang's checked in. Williams, he's checked in for the Knicks. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Freak kicks to Williams. Afflalo dishes to Freak. And stolen by Zhang. Here's Levine. He's guarded by Afflalo. The tray. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Levine.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Kicks to Afflalo. Wiggins against Anthony. From down low. Here's Lopez. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Lopez has got 9 points.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. He told them he wouldn't accept them settling for outside shots and said we can get to the rim if we attack the basket, and that's what we're going to do. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thank you, Doris. Zhang. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. It's deflected. Rubio outside. Here's Tang. Excellent D there from Anthony.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's Freak. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Freak's got 12.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Rubio left side. There's the pick. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Looking to get it going. Another miss by Minnesota. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Freak. Stolen by Rubio. He feeds it to Arthur. Rubio the pass to Arthur. Here's Levine. He's got 13. Just 5 on the clock. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. For New York, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Anthony drives inside, and Freak throws it down.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense, I mean, it's all been terrific.
Chris Anderson is checked. New York shooting well, 50% from the floor. Zhang is out there with Towns. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Arthur. And it's Levine in at the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Stolen by Levine. And now the Timberwolves on the break. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Excellent play there and coming at the right time, too, guys. I mean, they need to string together some defensive and offensive possessions just like that.
And if they do, they are not out of this game. I mean, they've got the ability to mount a comeback if they can just keep up the intensity.
It's stolen by Arthur. Here we go, one-on-one. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
A few more plays just like that are all they need to make their comeback bid a real one.
Yeah, and no wasted time there, which is exactly what they need. They could use a few more of those steals, too. Keep that shot clock from running all the way down.
Minnesota making a switch. Rubio's checked in, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for New York.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. He kicks to Towns. Dishes it to Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Fellas, that's been a go-to shot for him today.
Yeah, and they found that sweet spot in the defense. And it's right between the paint and the three-point line. And, boy, have they been rock solid.
Roten kicks to Freak. Launches a 3. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Feeds it to Arthur. There's the dish to Wiggins. 9 feet out. Again, Wiggins missing.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
Anthony on the wing. Inside, here's Freak. Arthur grabs the board. Arthur's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And Rubio kicks to Arthur. The drive by Rubio. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
The Knicks making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Stolen by Levine. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. Here's Wiggins, plenty of space, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Here's Arthur. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And it's now only a 1-point Knicks lead. New York's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Anthony, boom, he jams it straight down.
And that bucket should stop the bleeding.
Yeah, we'll see, though, Greg. I mean, it looks like that might be the case. They might need a few more like it, though, because that lead has been steadily dwindling.
That ties it up. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Porzingis passes to Freak. The 11-footer. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Freak's got 9 points here in the second half.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Wiggins against Anthony. Off the screen. And that one's good. Wiggins. Knicks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Freak passes to Porzingis. Some nice passing by New York here. Passes it to Roten. 6 to shoot. There's the feed to Freak. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night. Rubio outside to take the lead. No good. And New York the other way now. Pass to Roten. With the floater, and it's good on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 2.
They're forcing the ball inside. and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
All right, targets coming out of the court now.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. Despite the deficit, he told his guys, I've got confidence in you. We've had our backs against the wall before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, can they retake the lead?
Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for New York. Here's Towns. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Towns has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. The Knicks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Porzingis passes to Freak. To the inside. The kick out to Lopez. Towns with the steal. And it's Rubio penetrating. Wiggins dishes to Levine. Deflects the pass. Lopez with the steal. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, it's been a good game tonight for Aflalo. 10 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line. Not just getting there, but converting.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Clutch free throws there, fellas. This one's a barn burner. Tight as me in an airport laboratory.
Here's Rubio. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you can see the frustration on his face. What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered
Nice, my first double-double.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor to the top. Spacing.
3 from the inbound. Rubio missing again. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And as long as they can keep doing that kind of work at the foul line, this lead will be safe.
Pass to Towns. Here's the 3. No good. Good D by Lopez. And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Anderson outside to stop the run. Offline. So it's New York picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but what?
Carmelo.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
How about the show Freak was putting on tonight? It was a freak show. That's one of the smartest basketball players I've ever seen. Being able to use either hand and being as skilled as he is poses so many problems out there. But as modest as he is, he's not going to gloat even though he's having a great performance. He's going to just go right back out there, get to work for the next game.
He was completely in sync with the whole team tonight. And you can see that in the assist numbers, which were spectacular, I might add. It's hard to imagine him having a better night passing the basketball. Man.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
See if I can get my revenge back and get this win.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Golden State Warriors at Oracle Arena. Well, for the Warriors, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. Well, as we know, the value of great outside shooting perhaps never higher than it is right now. Kenny, in your mind, who are the premier shooters in the game?
I'll tell you, it's obvious that the Splash Brothers, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, top 2 guys shooting the basketball. Kyle Korver's right up there. An undervalued, underrated shooter, Carmelo Anthony.
Stop it. You name Carmelo before you name Dirk Nowitzki, before you name Damian Lillard, before you name Kevin Durant. I'll even put Jose Calderon.
Oh, you're kidding me. Over
Carmelo, yes, all day, every day.
Carmelo?
Yes.
Give me a shooting contest.
You ready, freak? I'm feeling it tonight.
Man, you always say that.
Okay, then. We're going to see what you got since the last time we met up.
Oh, I got a lot. I'm ready to show the world.
Can't wait. See you out there.
Thanks for tuning in.
Revenge time. I'm about to whoop that ass.
Sports. It's Wednesday, hump day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Some confidence for Golden State with the win in their last matchup against the Knicks.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Freak, he's in at point guard. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's Afflalo in at the 2 guard. And both free throws good from Freak. And the Warriors with possession here. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Down low. Lopez kicks to Afflalo. The 10-footer finds the target.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
On defense, the Knicks. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
They get the rebound. Lopez. And the layup's good off the glass. Lopez has got his first 2 points of the night.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Curry, takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Anthony right side. Passes it to Freak. Lopez a screen. And Freak throws it down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's Freak following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Porzingis. The shot misses. Great D that time from Green. Outside Curry. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the shot is good.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Curry. Lets it go from the wing. Offensive rebound. And Green gets it to go. Green's got his first points in this one.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Anthony kicks to Freak. Curry with some nice D.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now let's find out what head coach Steve Curry had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He said a big part of this game will depend on how well they can slow down Carmelo Anthony. He added with his size and shooting ability, he can score inside and out. We're going to try a couple different coverages and show him different looks over the course of the game to try to keep him off balance. And guys, I guess we'll see how it works. Back to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Pick by Varejao to the middle. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Freak. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. From 18 feet away, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Some changes for Golden State. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Varejao. Harrison Barnes comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. The Knicks also changing it up. JaVale McGee's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis. And Roten subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Here's Roten. Hollins with the block. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And the Warriors making a change here. McLemore is checked in. The Warriors leading. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Varejao in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5. Now here's Thompson. He picked up 33 points in their last one against San Antonio.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Here's Freak following the basket by Draymond Green. Here's Roten. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. For New York, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Zinkis, he's checked in for Williams. And Roten drops them both. The Warriors shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Curry kicks to Thompson. A beautiful reverse layup.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Now here's Roten. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Freak. 5 on the clock. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Freak's got 6.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Curry kicks to Green. They set the screen. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And the 3 ball is good. Thompson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Roten with it. Feeds to Freak. The 11-footer. Can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Curry.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead. Freak dishes to Carmelo. Kicks it to Freak. Nice D from Varejao.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Now here's Anthony. 14 points from him the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Thompson with it. Out defended by Freak. Curry kicks to Varejao. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Barnes can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 8. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves just played phenomenal. He finished 21 points and did his work from a pair of lines, hitting from both beyond the arc and from the charity stripe. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Well, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the score by New York. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Green. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Freak. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Now here's Iguodala. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
And here's Freak after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. And it's Freak missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Knicks trail by 9. Anthony with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Anthony, the pass to Freak. The feed to Afflalo. Puts it up from 15, and he hits the jump shot. Afflalo's got his second bucket.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for
Get into
us.
them on the perimeter.
Hey, guys.
Post. Rotate over and make your presence felt.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Yeah, you just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
And New York looking at who they've got. Freak in at point guard. Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Afflalo, and it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Now here's Anthony, following the miss by Anderson Varejao.
And now a moment to see the stats for Freak. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. He's averaging 20 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
Golden State's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And the wide open shot from Green. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. New York trailing. Freak kicks to Afflalo. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. This is Iguodala. Ahead. There's Green, plenty of space. The offensive rebound. Curry gets the bucket.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And a wide open look for Freak. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Warriors leading by 3. Thompson dishes to Iguodala. shoots from the baseline. The shot is off, so New York will take it the other way.
Well, that's a lot of bricks by them early in the second. Only one make on 5 tries so far in the second half.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
JaVale McGee's checked in for New York. Roten comes in for Aaron Aflalo. Now here's Freak. He's got 10. Anthony sinks it from just inside the baseline. Anthony's got his 3rd basket of the night.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Outside Curry. Varejao setting the pick for Thompson. Outside for Curry. And the 3-ball is good. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
McGee is screen on Thompson. Anthony, the pass to Freak. Back to Anthony. The 3-ball. That's good. Anthony's got 9.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. He kicks it to Green. To the paint. Here's Varejao. Makes it off the glass. Varejao's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
That's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. Now here is McGee looking for his 1st basket still in this one. Porzingis passes to Freak, the 11-footer, and he gets it to go. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Anthony against Iguodala. And Green now, top of the key. And it's Golden State with another. And here's Freak. 12 points for him. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way. For the tie. The Warriors pull it in. Curry's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Now here's Freak, guarded by Curry. And good on the basket. Book it. 14 points for Freak.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Thompson with the bucket.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Knicks trail by 3. Here's Freak. 14 points for him. McGee sets the pick for Roten. He feeds it to Freak. Here's Porzingis. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Porzingis has got 5.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy 3-pointer.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis say to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. There's still plenty of basketball left to play, and as we watch how these adjustments play out, Kev, it'll be interesting.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Ben McLemore, he's checked in for the Warriors. Freak kicks to Rivers. There's the pick. Just 5 to shoot. Now the pass to Freak. No good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota where they'll take on the Timberwolves. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Knicks trail by 3.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation, no matter what they've...
For the Warriors, Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Ryan Howlands. Klay Thompson comes in for McLemore. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. And a new group in for the Knicks. Porzingis, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Anthony comes in for Williams. Tony Wroten, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And Freak subbed in for Rivers. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Steph, Klay, and Dre on the perimeter. Barnes is the stretch 4 with Green in the middle. Thompson misses. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Again, the miss by Anthony.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Nobody near Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Shoots from 12. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 16 points for Freak. Golden State's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Green, the screen. Thompson dishes to Green. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Wroten and stolen by Wroten. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Freak. He's got 16 points and 5 assists. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And a switcher also for New York. McGee's checked in. Now here's Curry. Pass to Green. Takes the 3. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got 5 rebounds tonight. The dish to Wroten. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter to take the lead. That one a little long.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
It's Thompson off the drive. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight. Freak passes to Anthony. McGee is screen on Thompson. Anthony can't hit.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And yes, sir, that one drops. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And McGee kicks to Wroten. He dishes it to Freak. Banked in off the glass. Freak's got 6 points in the quarter.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Tony Wroten. Here's Anthony. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Anthony dishes to McGee. Here's Porzingis, and good, he nails it.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Barnes.
Andre Iguodala.
1:56 left in the fourth. And Curry, here we go. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his fourth assist in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Freak.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Now here's Curry. He's guarded closer. Here's Green. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Freak.
Been a big game for Green. He's got 10 rebounds, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Passes it to Carmelo. Inside, there's Freak. And he converts the layup. Freak's got 10 points in the quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Left side, Curry. Got a hand on it.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And that could go from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Knicks trail by 4. Freak kicks to Anthony. Follow against Iguodala. Pass to Freak. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Varejao. The Knicks pull it in. Outside Anthony. Freak passes to McGee. He nails it. And we're tied up.
That was massive. You know it.
He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Freak dishes to McGee. Feeds it to Afflalo. Some nice passing by New York here. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Oh, no good. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
"12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Freak. But they recover it. Tries again. Great tee that time from Curry. So it's a narrow victory.
I hate how bad they dick ride players, man. This is bullshit.
A little closer than they would have liked it, but quite a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave...
Yes, Kevin.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Klay Thompson He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
His accuracy.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoy.
Do one more.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Phoenix Suns. Well, for the Suns, only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. And as we march toward the end of the regular season, Shaq, I want your opinion on veterans being rested in back-to-back games.
You know what, Ernie, you hear a lot of people complain, but let me tell you from personal reasons, it's the right thing to do in some cases, especially for the older teams to have a real shot to win a championship. Popovich has been doing it. Look how many rings he got.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about extending the regular season and taking away some of those back-to-back games. But it's like bowling, Ernie.
Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a loss to Golden State in Oakland and just couldn't finish strong. They took a 4-point loss in that one.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Yeah, I thought they really tightened up at the end, guys. I mean, I think they were playing not to lose instead of playing to win. You got to go after wins. You can't try to hold on to them. You got to go get them.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Freak, he's in at the point. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Anthony in at the small forward position. And so here's Phoenix following the miss by Freak. Teletovic dishes to Booker. Bledsoe passes to Chandler. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly. And the Suns get it back with the clock winding down.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Lopez a screen. Here's Porzingis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Bledsoe kicks to Teletovic. No good on the triple.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Now here's Bledsoe. Following the miss by Freak. It's deflected. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. There's the pick. Warren dishes to Bledsoe. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Suns shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
Now here's Bledsoe following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Booker's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Follow the pass to Freak. Got a hand on it.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Chandler kicks to Warren. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Goes up the baseline. Teletovich's shot is good. Teletovic has got his first points of the night.
And just a nice bucket there to really just sustain that lead.
Well, a few more possessions like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead, Greg. I think they'll start to put this thing away by pulling away.
Lopez passes to Porzingis. Aflalo dishes to Freak. Just 5 to shoot, and he dunks it down.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Knicks trail by 7. In the corner, Aflalo with it. For the 3. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Aflalo. Anthony's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Bledsoe, guarded closely. That's good.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Freak passes to Porzingis. He dishes it to Freak. Lets it go from 11. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Wow, that went off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim. Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Stolen by Bledsoe. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
And now, your Sun Dancers.
Some changes for Phoenix. Alex Len's checked in for Chandler. Hansbrough checked in for Phoenix. Bledsoe comes in for T.J. Warren. And then for New York, Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Freak subbed in for Austin Rivers. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Len. And it's Booker in at the 3. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Freak. Following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors was just phenomenal. He dropped in 26 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. A truly dominating game from him in what was hopefully a sign of things to come. At least that's how the franchise is thinking, guys.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Here's Freak after Eric Bledsoe's score. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Knicks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Outside Knight. McGee with the block. Tipped away and stolen by Booker. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Fires for 3. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Booker's got his second bucket tonight. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
The Knicks have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Booker. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Bledsoe kicks to Serafin. Aflalo pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that one's good. That's 10 points for Freak.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
The Suns trail it. Bledsoe outside. It's deflected. Here's Serafin. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And now, here are a set of teams that have held their opponents to very few points in the second half of the season. Number 1, the Knicks.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
And the Knicks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. And both free throws good for Serafin.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Here's Freak. Good D by Bledsoe.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
And that one's good.
Brandon Knight certainly can pass the orange.
The Knicks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Porzingis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Porzingis has got it all tied up now for New York. Now about 3 minutes gone in his second quarter of basketball. Here's Teletovic. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns answers.
A brief check now of the stats for Bledsoe. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. He's right around 17 points a night, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, and anytime this club needs a bucket, he's their go-to. Just irrepressible and a prolific scorer.
And he gets the bucket. That's 7 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Knight, that's a 2-pointer. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Freak with it. Now defended by Warren. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think.
And the first half.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going.
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game.
Let me say this first. I'm really pleased with how many open looks we've created. We've hit a lot of shots because we found a lot of high percentage looks. That can't change. The guys I will give credit to are the guys who came off the bench and gave us the scoring pop we needed. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Freak really making a difference here.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
And New York looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at point guard. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's Afflalo in at the 2 spot. And Freak throws it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Chandler kicks to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Bledsoe dishes to Booker. 4 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Teletovic. A three-pointer, no good.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Bledsoe with out-defended by Freak. No good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half. And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And that one's good by Lopez.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Chandler is screen, and Bledsoe, here we go. But he stays with it. Tries again. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Freak. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
The Knicks leading by 5. Anthony, the pass to Freak. And Afflalo kicks to Freak. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Freak's got 14 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. A three-pointer is right on target. Bledsoe's got 7 points for the quarter. Freak kicks to Afflalo. Now here's Freak, guarded by Bledsoe. Freak passes to Porzingis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Freak missing.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
Bledsoe outside. Lets it go from 11, and the jumper is good. Now just a 2-point Knicks lead.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Freak dishes to Afflalo. Outside Anthony. And counts the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. The Knicks leading by 3. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Mirza Teletovic. And it's Len in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And Teletovic kicks to Bledsoe. And the layup's good off the glass. Bledsoe's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Phoenix. Dishes to Roten. He feeds it to Freak. Pass to O'Quinn. McGee a screen. Here's Freak. Len with the block. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Knight leading the charge. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
And Phoenix making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Porzingis, he's checked in for New York.
Yeah, great post position. That's going to be key here in crunch time.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Knight wide open. The Knicks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Freak passes to Porzingis. Now here's Freak. D right on him. To the middle. The pass to Porzingis. Out left to the wing. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Roten. From outside, off the mark. For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers. Hansbrough dishes to Knight. To the paint. Here's Chandler. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. 6 points for Tyson Chandler.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Now here's Freak. Guarded by Bledsoe. Now Roten. Porzingis passes to Freak. The shot from the low post is good. Freak's got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
And Bledsoe, here we go. That's tipped. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. So for the Knicks, Robin Lopez is checked in for JaVale McGee. Anthony comes in for Williams. And it's Afflalo in for Tony Roten. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. And stolen by Freak. Passes to Lopez. There's the triple. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Bledsoe kicks to Knight. And the Suns miss again. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And it's Freak missing, and the foul called on Freak. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. The Suns making a change here. Warren's checked in. Chandler a screen. Bledsoe outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. For New York, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. And the foul called on Brandon Knight. That is his 1st foul of the game. Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Outside Anthony. Here's Freak. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Knicks with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Afflalo, no good. Suns trail by 3. Shoots from 12. A nice shot by Booker.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg, does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
And now, your Suns dancer.
Knicks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Lopez goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
And in a close game like this, it can be won or lost on the boards. They've got to keep it up.
And he gets it to go. Lopez has got 4 points this quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And, guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, in that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He told the guys that for now, he wants to see them back off the three-point shot, saying all our offense doesn't need to come from perimeter jump shots. Let's get the ball inside for some high-percentage looks.
It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 3 in the bucket from Bledsoe.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Porzingis passes to Afflalo. Here's Freak. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
To the wing on the left. To the middle. Lopez's screen. Now here's Booker. He's guarded by Afflalo. Here's the screen. Here's Booker. Clock at 6. And that misses. That would have put him up. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Anthony dishes to Freak.
Yes! As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going for your Suns dancer.
Here is Bledsoe. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Warren kicks to Bledsoe. Taken away by Anthony. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Execution, fellas. Do your job. Freak, you're our leader out there. Execute.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good from Bledsoe. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
And he does get the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Here's Bledsoe. Here's Teletovic. Connects. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
You can't be happy about it, but honestly, at this point, the game's probably out of reach anyway. Well, luckily, they've got some really solid backups. You hate to see a player DQ, disqualified due to fouls, but they can do a decent job of replacing his production.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
And Teletovic kicks to Booker. Misses there. So it's New York picking up.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Freak. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
That was Freak turning up the volume right there, baby, all the way up to 11. And the stereo only goes to 10, Ernie, but we're at 11 right now. The man himself may be quiet, but his performance spoke very loudly.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K.
Alright, I'm out.